Super Saiyan Blue is often just called a recolor. And to me, this is a very, very shallow way to look at Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue. I think people tend to forget that Super Saiyan Blue is associated with one of the most legendary transformations that have ever existed throughout shonen manga, and that is the Super Saiyan transformation. And there is a lot of really cool inspiration that went into Super Saiyan Blue, and that is what I'm going to talk about in today's video. One of the coolest things to me about Super Saiyan Blue is that it essentially represents a calm and controlled rage. I think that is a pretty cool concept, especially considering that during the debut of Super Saiyan, the entire reason that Goku was successful was due to the fact that he practiced martial arts through the effect that Super Saiyan was having on his personality. And so Super Saiyan Blue is a direct play on the very concept that made Goku successful as a Super Saiyan on Namek. And it goes much, much further than Namek. Another great example of this is when Goku first uses Super Saiyan Blue in the Return of Frieza. Goku ended up, due to the fact that he had had an effect on Beerus by successfully practicing martial arts in Battle of Gods, through the assistance of Beerus and Whis, which were only there due to the fact that Goku had his classic effect on them, and due to the fact that he continued to practice martial arts in the appropriate way, he was the one that ended up getting to take out Frieza, not Vegeta. Vegeta's interaction with Frieza is in fact a direct reference and parallel to when Goku faced Frieza on Namek. You can literally think of Vegeta's interaction with Frieza as a what-if scenario if Vegeta had attained Super Saiyan on Namek. The plot would have not rewarded him in the same way as they did Goku due to the fact that he is an ego-based character who was killing for selfish reasons. Very, very similar to Gohan in the Cell Saga. So when you watch the scene of Vegeta losing to Frieza in Return of Frieza, the reason for that is because he is practicing the exact opposite attitude of Goku on Namek. And then the next great example we have of this concept is whenever Goku faces Hit in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. Goku ends up giving up against Hit, and this, due to the fact that he tamed his ego and practiced martial arts, he ended up having his classic effect on Hit, which again turned around and benefited him in the Tournament of Power, much like Frieza. And right after Goku gives up against Hit, we actually get a really cool example of the opposite attitude. Zamasu actually is an ego-based fighter, and due to that, he ends up suffering the worst possible fate imaginable by being erased by Zeno. So there is a cycle that is happening here, a perpetual cycle that the series is essentially rubbing in your face, and that is by successfully practicing martial arts, you reap the benefits of karma. And Goku has always been the sole benefactor of this effect. Super Saiyan Blue is just a form for Goku that complements this aspect of Goku's character and his ability to sort of control situations to create the best possible outcome by practicing martial arts. Now, what if I were to tell you that this concept is directly ripped from Journey to the West? Now, all of the other Super Saiyan forms are a direct play all the way up to Super Saiyan 4 on Sun Wukong taming the monkey mind and finding his balance of yin and yang. We saw that with Goku on Namek whenever he took his Earthling and Saiyan nature and combined them to create his own personal balance. We saw that with Super Saiyan 4 when Goku controlled the Great Ape form and combined his Saiyan nature with his Earthling nature to create his perfect balance and therefore controlling the monkey mind. But what Toriyama chose to reference here in terms of the inspiration for Super Saiyan Blue is much, much different than the standard inspiration that was used for those original forms, Super Saiyan 4, etc. The character that Master Roshi was based on, that taught Goku the concept that he used on Namek, that caused him to reap the benefits of the best possible scenario, Master Roshi is based on a character that taught Sun Wukong the ability to manipulate fate in his favor by becoming a god, an immortal, or a Buddha at will. That's right, you heard me right. There is a technique in Journey to the West that allows you to become a Buddha, an immortal, or a god at will. Subhuti actually tells Sun Wukong that all power resides in the breath and the spirit, and to store these securely lest there be a leak. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? He says to keep all your spirit, your breath, and your energy within your body lest there be a leak. I don't know about you, but that sounds an awful lot like the concept that Vegeta and Goku have to implement to use Super Saiyan Blue. They don't allow any of their energy or their chi to leak from their body, and as a result, they can become a god at will. The technique that Sun Wukong used to become a Buddha or a god at will that allowed him to manipulate fate in his favor, in the same way that successfully practicing martial arts for Goku allows him to manipulate fate in his favor. Something else really cool about what Master Subhuti says to Sun Wukong, he tells him to reach pure cool, where the light is bright. When that's done, you can become a Buddha or an immortal at will. And when Akira Toriyama said that he was creating Super Saiyan Blue, he chose blue due to the fact that it represents the calm, cool, and collected attitude that Goku has when he's in Super Saiyan Blue. When Super Saiyan Blue first appeared as a concept, God Chi, or Super Saiyan God, was not the actual requirement for Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. The first ever confirmation of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan in a video game was in Super Dragon Ball Heroes through the Saiyan Beyond God card, which allowed Goku to become a Super Saiyan Blue in-game. And that card essentially tells us, along with many, many other interviews and source material, that Super Saiyan Blue is the result of a Saiyan attaining the battle power or the chi comparable to the gods and then containing it all within their body while raising it, which creates a concentration effect which causes them to naturally create God Chi themselves. It's a very, very similar concept to what created Super Saiyan God in the Saiyan ritual. They are taking the energy that they have and they are concentrating it to create a more powerful form of chi, and that is how they become a Super Saiyan God, a Saiyan Beyond God, or a Super Saiyan Blue at will, is concentrating and containing their energy while raising it, which causes them to become a god at will. And this concept, again, is directly based on the very same concept from Journey to the West. And what's really cool about the Dragon Ball Super manga is they took this concept further in the Black Arc when Goku attempted to contain his God Chi rather than his regular Chi to master Super Saiyan Blue. Although it destroyed his body from the inside out, if Goku's body was ever capable of withholding this energy, he would be a tank. Whenever Sun Wukong essentially mastered this concept, he became nearly invincible. His durability, his strength, everything that he had was multiplied 1,000-fold. Every ability that Sun Wukong has as a godly being is due to the fact that he is practicing this concept of keeping his chi within his body without allowing it to leak. And that is the concept that Akira Toriyama chose to implement to create Super Saiyan Blue, which I think is really cool because it's not a repeat of the same concept that birthed Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 4. And the fact that it also plays on Goku's ability to manipulate reality in his favor by keeping a cool and calm mindset in battle and successfully practicing martial arts is also really, really cool because Sun Wukong used this ability to essentially become a Buddha at will and be above the laws of samsara or karma. And so he could use this ability to manipulate reality and manipulate situations into his favor. And it also serves as a really, really awesome gateway into Ultra Instinct. That was one thing I really thought was really cool about the Granola Saga, was the fact that Goku was trying to use Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan Blue. And Super Saiyan Blue, due to the fact that it encourages this calm, cool, and collected mindset, really helps Goku work his way into the mindset of Ultra Instinct. I think it is a great bridge between Super Saiyan and Ultra Instinct because it's sort of the happy medium between the two. Anyway, I've always thought Super Saiyan Blue was a really underrated concept, mainly because I understand the inspirations for it, and I just think it is just extremely underrated and super cool, and I hope after watching this video you can have a little bit more of an appreciation for it yourself. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.